Sometimes when trading, we could subconsciously bring past emotions from previous trades that lost and then allow it to interfere with our execution of any new trades. As traders, we could find ourselves feeling bad whenever we take a loss and feeling like we did something wrong. However, we need to realize that losses are just a variable. I'll use the example of playing basketball. If you play basketball, you know that you're not going to make 100% of your shots. So therefore, you can conclude it's meaningless to get emotional after you do miss a shot. Sometimes you could execute your shooting form exactly like you practice. However, it will sometimes still miss. That doesn't mean your form was bad or that you should change your form just after that. It just means that it just didn't work that time. However, you've already practiced your form. You know that it works and you know that it's a repeatable, systematic process that you could rely on. However, sometimes it is your form that's the problem. Maybe you flick your wrist a little too hard, but after you miss that shot, you understand that you messed up at some point in the shooting form and that you are going to adjust it for the next one. Now, to relate it with trading, sometimes you could see an A+ trade execute and sometimes it will still not hit your TP. And there are other times when you maybe enter too early or didn't read the charts correctly. However, whenever you take a loss, this is all to just show that every loss is a lesson. And if you see an A+ setup and it still misses and you take a large loss because you were so confident, that just teaches you that not everything is guaranteed and that you're trading in a market where nothing is guaranteed. However, you need to stick to your risk management. Every loss will teach you a new lesson because every day comes a new obstacle that you will need to overcome. Sometimes it'll be you enter too early, sometimes it'll be you risk too much. However, each day you need to identify it swiftly and adjust so you could eliminate the problem.